sure that both of you are keeping each other accountable in terms of their body and your body. Physical attraction is a real thing. You can't deny that. You can't erase it. You can't take it out of biology and throw it in the trash somewhere. Physical attraction is a real thing. And when you are in a romantic relationship, you owe it to yourself, first of all. You owe it to yourself, first of all. And also to your partner that you take care of yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, all of that stuff. The problem is, in a lot of relationships, people will get in and they feel comfortable. They become sedentary. They just sit right there. I'm in a romantic relationship. I got the ring. I got what I want. I'm okay. Everything's good. And they just let themselves go. This person, and I think the husband is being quite generous to his wife. She's put on 200 pounds in 4 years. That's 50 pounds a year on average in terms of weight gain. That's an insane amount of weight. And keep in mind, it's a very long post. I'm going to put in the description. There's no kids. So don't say, well, what about pregnancy? This woman's not pregnant. And just to prove I'm not just trying to pick on the ladies, let me go right here to Psychology Today. My husband refuses to take care of himself. Dear Dr. G, my husband is frustrating me and I'm at the end of my rope. I have known him since high school. I married him after we both finished college. And let me just say this before I finish. Let me just start out with this. When you are in a relationship, you have to let the person know what you are physically attracted to about them. Let that person know, I like this about you. I like this part of you. Obviously, you love them as a whole, but there are certain parts of your partner that are your favorite. You should let them know that. You also need to let them know, I like you between this weight range and this weight range. Because naturally, your weight is going to fluctuate no matter what. Okay? That's called life. Being sick, if a woman, it's her time of the month, things like that, it's going to cause your weight to fluctuate. But you need to let your wife or your husband or your boyfriend or girlfriend know, hey, I like you and I'm okay. You're this weight, okay. I'm most attracted to you between this weight and this weight. This does not mean I only love you between these weights, but this is what I'm physically attracted to. You can't change what you're attracted to. That's just the way it is. So if your partner is starting to get out of that window, you need to talk to him. Hey, look, I love you. I'm your partner. I'm with you all the way. I want to be with you, especially if you're married. I want to be with you for as long as humanly possible, till death do us part. I want to be around you for the rest of my life. I need you to keep your body in check. This is for the wives and the husbands. If you can't have this conversation with your partner, that's a major problem. And let me also say this, going back to the other post, his wife has gained 200 pounds in 4 years. So he went from this girl's really good looking to I don't want anything to do with her physically. That is a huge swing of the pendulum. What he should have done, and what all people should do in their romantic relationships, is say, okay, this person's starting to get to the place where I'm starting to lose physical attraction to them because of their personal habits or their weight gain, their weight loss, whatever. You let them know sooner rather than later. Now, this is a 200-pound swing from when he first got with her. And he admitted she was never a small girl to begin with. So this girl was already curvy to begin with. She's already curvy when he first gets with her. Now, add 200 pounds. That is an insane number. When battling this, it's easier to do it when you tell them, hey, look, how can I work with you? How can I help you? What can we do? That is so important. The other side of this conversation involves personal responsibility. At the end of the day, I don't care how much you love someone, support them, you can buy them the right food, you can get all the sugar out of the house, you can get all the exercise machines and exercise bands, you can get whatever you want in the house. They are each person has to take it upon themselves to physically take care of their body. You can't make them do it. There's nothing you can do. You can't reward them. You can't punish them. Fitness is intrinsic. You have to want to take care of your own body yourself. There can't be any other reason. It starts with you. And if that person does not want to take care of themselves, there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing that you can do about it. You can still have love for them, but you can't make them change. You can take someone to the gym all you want to. So what? They are the ones that actually have to actually lift the weights. They have to actually get on the Stairmaster. They have to actually get on the elliptical. They have to get on the treadmill. They have to go to the Smith machine and do a bench press. Like, they have to do it themselves. And if they don't want to do it, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's why when it comes to finding someone that you want to spend the rest of your life with, one of the key principles, one of the most important aspects of a relationship is, will this person take care of themselves? And I'm not just talking about physically, mentally, emotionally. Do they take care of their hygiene? Okay, like those things matter. You want to find someone that physically takes care of themselves. No one's asking that no man demands that a woman stay a size 0. There's no guy out there that thinks that. Men, I can safely say this, men love a wide range of body types and shapes. Okay? Now, we don't love all of them, but there's a wide range of women where it's like, oh, she's attractive. They can all be different sizes, shapes, and colors. And they are still attractive. There needs to be something in your partner that lets them know, hey, that where they say, I want to take care of me for me. You only get one body. I don't care about what modern medicine can do now. There are still things that you have to do. They're starting to be able to 3D print organs. Okay, cool. What are you going to do when you get that new organ? The same thing, so you have to keep undergoing surgery? You have to take care of your body. Is it reasonable to break up with someone because they don't take care of themselves? I would argue yes. Because when you enter a marriage, you're telling this person, till death do us part. I want to be with you for the rest of my life. I don't want to leave your side until death. That is a major, major statement. With that said, the person has to say, okay, how can we make our marriage last as long as possible? How can we make it as fruitful as possible? And also, your partner, your spouse, their health affects you. If they don't take care of their body, guess who's going to be with them in the hospital? Guess who's going to have to be the one to drive them to physical therapy or to surgery? Or to be with them in the ambulance if something bad goes wrong with their blood pressure or they have a stroke or something like that. That matters. I used to go to a church. I've shared this story multiple times on the podcast. I've shared this story so many times. It's very, very important. I used to go to a church with a deacon who had diabetes. And he would always, at every man's meeting, he would eat sweets. Later in the day, his body would go into shock and his wife would have to take him to the hospital. His wife could not work because she would consistently get fired because she'd always have an emergency to go take